The backyard woodshop.
Hi, welcome back to the Backyard Woodshop. I'm Tom Ryder. Today I'm going to show you something I built. I don't really have a build video of this itself, but it's very simple to make. I've got free plans for you. If you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'll tell you how to get those. But let me show you what it is. I do a handyman service when I'm not doing stuff in the wood shop, and I was having some trouble hauling all the tools, and I was always having to get up inside to haul all the tools out, so I thought I'd make a way that I wouldn't have to climb up in there anymore. And I looked around on YouTube a little bit and saw some ideas, and I kind of came up with my version of it as well. These are pull-out drawers, and it's just butt screws or butt connections with screws on the ends and glued. But you can really, these are really strong drawers. I'll pull one out for you. You can see I can extend it all the way to the end because the tailgate holds the weight of this. So, and then you've got the weight on the top here with all the tools that'll keep it from wanting to lift this cabinet up, because it's not bolted down or anything. It just sits in there. I've got a dual liner truck bed liner, and the mat that's in there won't let it slide or move. And plus the length that I made it, the tailgate just closes on it and keeps the drawers from wanting to shift or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get a more in-depth look at all the compartments and how they all fit together. Okay, so here's an up-close view of the trays. You can make your depth whatever fits you. That's the great thing about building everything yourself. You just customize it. Like I made me a little catch-all compartment here in the front just for a few tools. That's why I say this, I think 10 inches would have been a little bit better, but I got a lot of my drywall tools and stuff and tarps under there. These trays are just leftover scraps from the ends. After you're done, you'll see that in the plans. We've just got a ton of stuff here, and then see if one of the trays is out, you can slide it. I'll go ahead and pull this out a little more. And then I've got, you can see dados here for moving the dividers. I've even got short dividers. Obviously you're going to need those for the trays. Drop this back in. It really doesn't matter where you put the trays, obviously. Then as we go back, I still haven't finished everything, but I've got I want to put some more strips and things in here. For now these are working here, but I may change where I put these. I don't know yet. That's the great thing about everything being modular. You can move it around. So here I've got the drawer open. Hopefully you can see. I'll zoom in a little bit more. You can see these slots on the sides, these dados. All they are is 1/4-inch dados, and then I'm just using a 5mm thick divider. It's just what I had on hand. I didn't buy this part here. It just fit in there real nice. And I just used a 1/4-inch bit in my router. I left all the side pieces as a whole sheet and made all my cuts. That way the grooves would line up. It's a little tip for you instead of trying to do each one individually. And they don't have to be perfect. You can always, like this one's a little tight, I can always shave a little more off. Just as long as it'll stay in the slots, all you really need. But you can move these around, change your situation any way you want. Let me move this forward some. And you can see I've got one of these Milwaukee lights. I kind of like this small one here because it runs on electric or it runs on battery. But it's really small and compact. I like that, but it puts out a ton of light. 3,000 lumens, that's pretty good. And it's got other settings too. I think that one's called a Rover. I can't really remember. Let's slide this up some more. There we go. Now we're back in the frame. So as you can see, my trays have a little bit of slide to them here, and that's just so I can get my hand in there. That was all kind of planned out that way. Now if I want to get to the bottom trays, it's just a simple lift out, and then I've got all my batteries here in the front for the Milwaukees. Let's say we want to get to another one. Now see, now they'll slide out of the way. Get to this compartment. Everything's just running on wood runners. Let's see if I can get you a better angle. just these, and these are just 1/4-inch strips that I just tacked in. They're not glued, they're just nailed in. I just put it in as one long strip, and then I just took my little multi-tool and just nibbled out for the slots, because that doesn't have, none of this has to be perfect. It's not like you're building a fine piece of furniture here. And if something won't lay down, that's not really wanting to lay down, just reach back in, give it a wiggle till it does, and there you go. The only thing is, I would have, and I still may change it, is drop the runners another 1/4 inch. That way I can put my batteries up top. I thought I had that measurement right, but I missed it. Here's an up close of the drawer front. As you can see, I've got just some screws, 3 screws here. The bottom is just screwed in, and it's all butt joints, glue with screws. And then you know, the handle, you just make it whatever's comfortable for you. Make you a template, round it out. So without gloves on, this, see, that's that design I was talking about. I can just fit right in there and get a hold of it. But then when it's not there, it's no big deal. But these just work on gravity, just staying put. And then you can see that the tailgate, when it's closed, it pushes right against those and right against the tray, and holds everything from, you know, moving around while you're driving. So this is how the top tray slides out but doesn't tip over or anything, is this lip. There's one on the other side as well that just holds this, and it's about 5/8 of an inch hangover on this, and it's just glued and nailed together, so the glue is what holds it from ripping off. And then this side here is just screwed in, so if I need to do anything with this tray, I could take this off if I needed to, but the tray will actually slide all the way out on its own. So I want to show you me pulling out the slide, the top slide. I usually bring out this to about the end of the tailgate. We'll bring it out just a little bit farther. You just got to bring it out enough to where you can still reach the handles. And then you just want to lean and pull. As you can see, I'm pulling it out. We even got a ladder in there that's should be interfering with it, but it's really not. You just want to lift and slide. You can see that's now the weight is on the drawers. So I can pull this out pretty far. Now normally this wouldn't stay here. Obviously this is like, this truck's packed by my own way of work. So I'd move these 2 bags here for a minute. Grab this, it comes off, drop it down. Grab this off, drop it down. See, and now I'm ready to go into a client's home with this rig. And now a lot of the weight is off of the end. So let's say I needed to get to that table saw or the miter saw, I just go ahead and slide them out. And that ought to be plenty of distance to be able to grab any of the tools from the back. Now here's a shot of all the ultra high molecular strips that I've got in there. This is all that plastic, and they're just screwed into the top. You can see along that other side with the retaining strip that there's a strip that runs all the way across it, and that's so this whole thing just slides across there. And you can make these strips from cutting boards you buy. You can just go to the store and buy some cheap ones, and they'll pretty much do the same thing. So this is just the back of the tray right here. You can see I've got a little board up here. It's about 4 inches tall. Just keeps things from wanting to roll back and end up back here where it can be smashed. And you can see the box is just sitting there just against the truck itself. So that's going to do it for this one. Appreciate you watching. If you want to get those free truck plans, just email me at backyardwoodshop@gmail.com, and I'll get those right out to you. Just put in the subject line, truck plans. Appreciate you watching. Until the next time, I see you in the backyard.